Hello friends, my name is Scott Duncan and I'm with Coach for Cash Flow, and I have an offshoot of that called Cash Flow Solutions for Homeowners.com. Now I mention the name of our own particular site for a purpose. The main purpose is that Cash Flow Solutions are an answer to many people's problems, but if you have a home, if you're a homeowner right now and have a mortgage and possibly a couple of other debts, we can really help you, and I think we can help you like right away. We can show you how to save money, and we can show you how to actually make debt work for you. As a matter of fact, Ryan Mitchell, the CEO of the Cash Flow, Coach for Cash Flow Network, if you will, wrote a book on basically how to get debt working for you. So Ryan Mitchell's quite a guy, as a matter of fact. He's a good friend, he's a neighbor, and somebody I really trust. And I think, when you enter into any kind of situation or solution where you're going to be dealing with your home, which is probably your biggest asset, I would guess, and reevaluating what equity you have and how you can access it, you want to trust people. So I trust these guys, and actually I've joined their team in several different ways. I've become a coach myself. I'm working on that. I'm learning every day. Got a lot to learn, but I'll tell you, it's kind of like a newness to life for me too, because I've been doing a lot of things. I've been an entrepreneur. I've been rich. I've been poor. I've been rich. I've been poor. Rich man, poor man, that kind of thing. But unfortunately for me, when I was poor, I was of greatest value. But getting into the time in life when I need to sock a little bit away, and this is probably my answer. I've found that if I focus, I can show other people how to do what I've done. And let me tell you a little bit about what I've done. My wife and I came here, and originally we came for a different purpose altogether. We both have ideas of what to do with money and how to save and how to invest, but our ideas are quite different. So we found a way to not only get equity working for us, we found a way so that I could get some working for me, and she found a way to get some working for her. So we can actually do different ventures, but in a sense do it together and not worry the other about what's going on. So. And what happened with us anyway is we came to Ryan and his crew, and we wondered, what have we got here? What can we access? And we have a property worth almost say $900,000, or that's today's market. As far as I'm concerned, it's probably worth $2, but that's what we can get for it today. And and we had a mortgage of $150,000, so there was quite a bit of equity in there. But interestingly enough, because of my history, the entrepreneurial part of me has cost me heavily over the years, and after a couple of bankruptcies, all I could do to keep my marriage solid was to declare bankruptcy so that my poor wife wouldn't have to take on a whole bunch of the debt that she never incurred when we married some years ago. So anyway, that's the situation, and now, today, we have $150,000 in the bank. We're putting $1,200 a month into a savings plan. We had this emergency fund, which could last us a couple of years easily, and we don't have to worry. Like everything is paying for itself. And interestingly enough, we've doubled our mortgage. We've got a $300,000 mortgage today. We're paying less for that mortgage, which results in $1,200 a month savings than we were paying originally for the $150,000. Now, these guys know how to operate. They know how to take principal, interest, and move it in such a way that the principal part of the debt gets paid off so much faster than in conventional systems. For instance, if your mortgage is probably 18, 19 years to go, they can probably set you up so that in 8 or 9 years you're debt free. You're not spending any more money. You've got a big savings plan. You have the option, as I say, to pay off your mortgage in full or carry on doing what you're doing, depending on how the money in your savings plan is growing. It's unbelievable. I can only say that I don't get excited, but this Coach for Cash Flow has excited me. And it's excited my wife, and it's allowed us to do something together which was almost unheard of. So even though we've set up situations that allow us both to do different things, we come together on the cash flow restructuring process to help our friends do the same. We want everybody to have money in the bank. We want everybody to be able to look ahead and say, you know what, there's brighter days ahead. And as a matter of fact, the more people we show this thing to, the more money we're going to be able to spend today. We don't even have to worry about holding off. We can take the holidays, buy the cars. As a matter of fact, right now, I vowed not to buy a new car, but I'm looking for a used car and a vintage type thing. I won't even tell you the name because you'll think I'm a nut, but it's pretty fancy. It's an SUV, but it's got an emblem on it that I've loved all my life since I spent time with Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi. So you can probably figure out what I'm looking at. So anyway, that doesn't mean anything to some people, and material stuff generally means nothing to me. But there's a vehicle I want, and I'm going to get it. And I can get it not only by doing this, but by helping other people do it. And the other thing that's really neat about this is my function, or my daytime pastime job, whatever you want to call it, is I run a charity. I'm executive director of a charity called Sharing the Burden, where we help people of all walks who are emotionally affected, often by addiction, by mental illness, or their families of these people, and they're as sick after years of being with these people as the people themselves. And we spend our time both in prison networks as well as in meetings that go on around here, Markham, Richmond Hill, Scarborough, and we invite people in to share their burdens with us, and they go away feeling lighter, and it's huge. If at the same time I can say to these people today, if you happen to own a home and looking for a possible easier way of life, maybe we can help you. Maybe we can make a difference in your life. And for that reason, I'm bringing them together. Otherwise, I would steer clear. And as I've just told my friend Charles here earlier, I vowed in the beginning when I started Sharing the Burden that I would never take an income. And 5 years later, my son died of a drug overdose, and I vowed even to a greater degree then that not only would I not take money, but I would work harder. I would get out and I would tell people why recovery in a life is so important, so that you take advantage of every good time there is in a life, regardless how short it is. So a lot of reasons why I come around Coach for Cash Flow. And by the way, they help me out. They donate money to me. They show me how I can go get more donations. And there's a team effort here that I think anybody who really wants something can get it if they team up with these guys. So I would advise any of you, start with our website, Cashflow Solutions for Homeowners.com. That 4 is the number 4. So Cashflow Solutions for Homeowners.com. My name is Scott, and you can track me down through that. And I just hope you'll hang in and make a point of getting out to see us at one of our demos, one of our presentations. But look us up online, connect with us, and we'll get you going. So thanks very much for listening.